So today we got the First Avenger versus the man who broke the bat. Captain America versus Bane. Who wins? Let's find out. During World War II, Steve Rogers volunteered to receive the experimental super soldier serum, enhanced to the pinnacle of human physical potential, and armed with an unbreakable shield, he became Captain America. After a failed mission left him encased in ice for decades, he was found and revived by the Avengers, later becoming the team's leader. Steve is as strong, fast, durable, and agile as any human one day could be, and is referred to as the next step in human evolution. Cap is strong enough to bench press half a ton as a warm-up, break steel chains, he threw his shield through a tank once, and pulled a helicopter out of the air. Steve is incredibly durable, able to take punches from Namor, tank a point-blank explosion from Gambit, and one time he even survived a 200-foot fall from an airplane and suffered no discomfort. He's fast enough to run 60 miles per hour, and his reflexes are so great that he can easily dodge bullets. But many people can dodge bullets, so what makes Steve different? Well, Steve has stated that he can actually see the bullets coming his way and then move in time, while other bullet dodgers do it purely by years of training and reflexes. Another major enhancement by the serum is that Cap has no fatigue toxin buildup, which means that he effectively never tires and can perform at peak potential for an incredible period of time. Now, Steve is one of the best fighters in the Marvel Universe and is a master of a large number of different fighting styles. He has developed his own fighting style which promotes jiu-jitsu, boxing, judo, karate, pressure points, all trained acrobatics, and the use of his shield. Speaking of the shield, let's hop over and talk about that for a second. Captain America's shield is a vibranium alloy and is virtually unbreakable. It absorbs the kinetic force of anything that strikes it, which enables Cap to ricochet the shield off of objects and then allow it to come back to him. Then in the other corner we have Bane. Forced to serve a life sentence for the crimes of his father, Bane was born and raised in the underground prison Pied Noir. There he forged himself into the pinnacle of physical and mental potential, all of us in the light of day. Escaping to Gotham City, Bane pitted himself against Batman and became famous as the man who broke the bat. Now, Bane has trained for years and years to be in perfect physical condition, and his strength, stamina, agility, and coordination are so great that he could possibly be compared to a metahuman, even though Bane is still just a human. He is also an expert fighter, having actually created his own fighting style in prison, and has defeated countless opponents throughout the DC Universe, even defeating Nightwing and famously breaking Batman's back. Now, Bane is really known for his Venom drug, which is a strength-enhancing super steroid. By using this drug, Bane can enhance his already impressive strength, to where he can lift 2 tons, but that depends on how large the dosage is. The Venom also gives him peak human speed, an accelerated healing factor, an incredible stamina, and increases his durability to the point where bullets from most firearms only do superficial damage. But Bane didn't just train his body to physical perfection, but he trained himself to mental perfection as well. He has one of the most cunning and disciplined minds in the DCU, and is an expert in multiple different sciences, languages, strategy, and history. Bane has a photographic memory, which allows him to easily study and understand the actions and movements of an opponent. And unlike other intellectual villains, Bane is also able to strongly focus on his goals without any obsessive tendencies clouding his judgment. In fact, he was even able to figure out that Batman was Bruce Wayne with little support or investigation. So who wins? Let's break it down. Now, to be honest, when I first started with this fight idea, I thought for sure Captain America would take the victory. But now, after doing the research and hearing all of Bane's powers, I think I was underselling Bane quite a bit. This is a very even matchup. In terms of physical ability, I'd say they're fairly equal. Depending upon how much venom Bane has in his system, he might be stronger, but Captain America is definitely faster and has better reflexes. I mean, he's able to see bullets coming his way and move out of the way. Bane is good, but he's nowhere near that good. But on the reverse side, Bane is slightly more durable than Cap is. Steve is able to take punches from Namor and explosions from Gambit, but Bane is able to not even feel anything from bullets, so I might have to give the edge to Bane. But then Steve is able to survive a 200-foot fall and feel nothing, so he might be more durable than Bane is. God, that's a tough one. I might just have to say they're equals in durability. Now, when it comes to fighting, Cap is definitely more skilled, but Bane shouldn't be underestimated. He's a lot more brutal of a fighter, created his own fighting style while in prison, and was able to take down Nightwing and broke Batman's back. And I know I've been saying that a lot, so let's kind of dive more into how he broke Batman's back. Now, it was a weak and exhausted Batman, and then Captain America is also a better fighter than Nightwing is. Bane will be able to hold his own, but Cap takes the edge here. Then we've also got to talk about Steve's shield, because it gives Cap a ranged weapon, a defensive shield, and just overall a great way to attack Bane. The shield can absorb a lot of the punches that Bane throws his way, while Bane won't have anything to protect himself from Steve's attacks. Then the shield also gives Cap a way to attack Bane from a distance, surprise Bane from behind with a ricochet shot, or even use the shield to sever Bane's venom tubes. Bane is definitely smarter than Captain America, as he's got one of the most cunning minds in the DC universe, and is able to come up with great plans, and plans that actually work too, like the time when Bane used all of Batman's villains to defeat the Dark Knight. But Cap is no slouch in the strategic department either. I mean, he set up the Avengers as their leader for years. So while he might not have as much book smarts like in language or history, Steve has enough strategical and tactical prowess to go up against Bane's brain. At the end of the day, when all this is said and done, I'm fairly confident I was right from the beginning. Even though Bane puts up a tough fight, Captain America still claims the victory, mostly because of his greater fighting ability and his shield. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for videos just like this one every single day.